Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. My name is Laura. For those of you who are newer, I've been seeing quite a few new people sign up, and I just want to say welcome. Because there are a lot of newcomers, I'm going to give a few announcements. First of all, I am never the person messaging you to offer readings. So even if it has my picture, even if it looks like it's me, it's not. Please click on that page and you'll see they don't have my content. I have content all the way back to 2019, which they do not. So that should be a clear indication it's not me. Please don't get scammed. Stay safe out there. Also, I know that there's a lot of newbies, but I want to remind you that this is a platform. Any of the platforms you come across me on, whether it's TikTok, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Patreon, these are platforms. I don't own them. So when it comes to billing, when it comes to you not being able to log in, anything like that, I have no power over that. You would need to contact the platform that you're using, because it's like Spotify, right? If you have problems with Spotify, you would not go to the artist on Spotify and say, hey, I'm having issues with my Spotify account, because the artist has nothing to do with that. So I am just using these platforms. I don't own them. I have nothing to do with their billing or any of that. Okay? Just a reminder. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. What is the energy for the first collective? There we go. Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. And Storm Angel. Collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energies. 35 first. Okay. So it says, about the Storm Angel, this beautiful fairy is dressed in storms. Energy around her crackles and sizzles, but she is calm and unharmed. Now it is your time and turn to learn to deal with the energy that is around you, without compromising your own. She appears when energies with major differences collide, when intentions are vastly different, when techniques are worlds apart, and when incompatible belief systems meet up. She speaks, there is nothing wrong at all with difference. Diversity is wonderful. Shadows and light are beautiful and necessary and can coexist in harmony. But certain kinds of difference do not blend. Like oil and water, they separate and cannot coexist in harmony. Therefore, I bring change. And when change comes, for some it is simple, easy, and flowing. For others, it's dramatic, erratic, wild, and full of static. Like I said, I appear when two forms of energy collide, high and low. I then appear to burn away the old and create a clear, fresh vibration, where all that is stale and fearful and unpleasant has been cleared away. The wonderful thing about this challenging collision is that while you'll be nudged out of your comfort zone, you'll also realize just how much has changed and how far you have come. The results will be worth the pressure. Trust me. When I appear, I know that it is natural for people to feel tension, to become even more entrenched in their beliefs, and to refuse to let go. The only approach you can take right now, is to clearly and powerfully remain in integrity. Do not compromise who you are out of a misguided notion of being compassionate. You must speak the truth that is in your heart and stay committed to that truth. Divination message. There may be arguments, even angry situations and fights at the moment. Withheld energies are being freed so they can be released. You will uncover the truth about a situation, as no one can lie when this angel is about her work. Any lies, deception, manipulation, and cheating will be revealed. The most important objective for you when the Storm Angel is about is to speak truthfully and act in integrity, as all is about to become very transparent, and her fierce bright light will reveal all that is hidden so it can be banished for good. All right. Interesting. Now let's look at the Fairy of the Highlands. Time to be brave. The Fairy of the Highlands does not want to fight. She feels it is not in her nature. She wants to resolve disputes peacefully, but she will fight if it comes to that. And she is showing you now that you too have the means to stand up for yourself, even though you have almost chronically avoided conflict and allowed others to take advantage. It is time to take up this sword, step into that part of yourself that knows how to take a stand, speak the truth, and not back down when the threat of a conflict looms. It may seem unnatural and wrong and frightening, and this little fairy knows it, but it is time, and this giving up of what you have worked so hard for in order to avoid conflict or confrontation is no longer right. Take the stand and hold up the sword. The fairy of the Highlands will be there with you, and when the threat is over, she will help you celebrate your victory. She speaks. See this, my sword of power? I have long feared to use it, but now I must grow strong and take it up as you must too. The thought of wielding it, of hurting anything or anyone makes me sad, but I know what must be done, and I must learn to fight the good fight and stand up for what I believe in. Although I have been told I must not be aggressive, in fact, I must now take up my arms against this trouble and finish it for good. I am going into a battle, and for that I feel sorrow. But I will be fearless and strong and do what needs to be done. I may bathe my sword in tears, but I will no longer hold it back when the threat that approaches relies on my fear for its victory. I will no longer give away my power so easily. This time, I will take back what is mine. Divination message. The time of truce is over. It is time to speak your truth and be strong. People have been taking over your ground, wanting what you have worked hard for, without doing the work themselves. They have done so by taking advantage of your peaceful nature. But enough is enough. Sad as it is time to change this, to cut away the cords between you and those who have taken so much, and now you will go into battle. Yes, it is sad. Yes, the Highland Fairy is sad for you. But do not allow sorrow and guilt to neglect self-protection. Honor yourself, raise your sword, and do not back down. Excellent. So this is important because I feel like I have been thinking a lot recently about how we can decenter Christianity from our lives, because a lot of us were raised in that mentality, and even though we may think it doesn't really affect us, it still does. This is proof of it, because we have been raised to think that martyrdom is somehow noble, and it's not. It's really just weak. It's painted as noble because that way we can be taken advantage of while we believe we're doing some great thing. How does this connect to today's collective? Kind of like the same way that people glorify being poor. They make it somehow like people who are poor are more noble than people who are wealthy. That's so that you are content with your lot in life and you don't seek out more. So far we've got the Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Ooh, okay. The Fool. Wow. Lots of new energy here. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Wow. Okay. I love this because the Magician has all the aces, right? That's what makes him so powerful. He's about to create some massive change. And we already have two of the aces on the table. So you are at this stage where you're about to be given an opportunity. I don't know what this opportunity entails exactly, but you're about to be handed an opportunity. And because it's the Ace of Wands, this is not Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups they're not super, like the door won't be open that long. Let me put it that way. If it was Ace of Pentacles, maybe, but not these. Especially with the Ace of Wands, there's an opportunity that's gone and almost instantly. You either grab hold of it and hold on tight, or it's gone. Because it's going to require you, Eight of Cups, it's going to require you stepping out of your comfort zone, walking away from things that you've always known. Oh, there's the Ace of Swords, see? Oh, there's insecurity, though. With the Eight of Swords, you still have some limiting beliefs that, it didn't come out here, so maybe you've been working past these already. You've been seeing things clearly. If so, then this shouldn't affect you as much. This is the struggle. You shouldn't struggle so much if you have been working past your limiting beliefs. Now, I believe I'm talking to a feminine, but we do have a Knight, so it could also be masculine. Regardless of who we're talking to people who know how to take their time. We have 3 different cards that indicate people who know how to take their time. In fact, you know how normally we're talking about, the advice of take your time, learn how to nurture something, learn how to let it grow. This is kind of the opposite. Both of these people know how to make themselves comfortable. They know how to grow something from the seedling up into an orchard. Both of these people know how to. The queen may have more experience and more abilities than the knight does, but that doesn't mean the knight, this is out of all the knights, this is the knight that really reaches the king status because he knows how to take his time. 7 of Pentacles. Whatever these two have in their arsenal of abilities and skills, they have been working on them for years. I would say at least 7 years, 8 years, or 9 years. And this is about to lead them. That's why the Ace of Pentacles isn't here, because they are the pentacle. That means that I'm talking to people who already have a purpose. They already have a skill that they want to expose to the world. They already have an idea. They already have something they've been working on, and they're about to be rewarded. It's time to be brave, though, because these Pentacle energies are not fighters. These are lovers for the most part. These are people who are very comfortable to be around. They're very calm. They're very soothing. This opportunity that's coming up, they are going to have to take a leap of faith. And because this is coming up, the Storm Angel, it means they're going to get, it's not a lot because I don't see it here, but they are going to get some pushback from whatever it is that they're working on. And it could seem really simple, right? For somebody with common sense, because Pentacle energy, one of my favorite things about Pentacle energy is that it represents common sense. And so what's common sense to them might not be common sense to the world, right? I'm going to give you an example. I have a really hard time talking with people who support Trump because they don't know how to read. The majority of them, they think that they do because they know how to follow along with words in a book, but they don't have reading comprehension, is what I'm trying to say. Because a lot of the things that Project 2025 is going to bring into the United States, they're like, oh yeah, that's totally fine, without fucking understanding what the hell it implies. Like the tariffs thing, They believe that Trump raising tariffs to imports means that the people bringing in the product are going to pay it. And they will, but we're going to pay it to them. So, for example, if a merchant is purchasing iPhones from China, and don't start telling me I don't even use iPhone, because that's an example. I don't give a fuck if you use an iPhone or not. But let's say someone is bringing iPhones from China and they charge them $200 more per iPhone. They're going to pay those $200 to be able to transport them in. But then when we purchase the iPhone, it's going to be $200 more expensive because then we're paying the merchant for that. So our products will get higher in price because of those tariffs. And a lot of the people who are voting for Trump did not understand that. All they see is that those merchants will get charged more. They see it like, well, our economy will get better. Yeah, because we're going to pay for it. Our economy will get better because we will get more expenses out of our pocket. So the government's going to get wealthier off of us, not off of the merchants, because the merchants are going to turn around and charge us for what they're being charged because they're importing things. So we are the ones purchasing what they're bringing into the, like, I don't know, they're slow. It pisses me off. So these people, King, Queen, and Knight of Pentacles, these are the type that have reading comprehension because they're pentacles. They're not going to spend their money without knowing where the hell it's going. These are people who are going to be very careful with their investments. So it will have people up in arms because what's common sense to these two, some people just don't understand. Either one, because they're narrow-minded. Two, because they lack comprehensive reading skills. They may lack critical thinking. They may not have common sense. And so it's going to ruffle feathers. So let's see. Clarify the Magician. Let's get a little bit more clarity on what's going on here. Like the fact that Trump can say anything and they support it, talking about how they're doing they're doing transgender changes in the school, the school nurses. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? can barely get an Advil out of a school nurse. Imagine getting a transgender operation. I swear to God. Like that expensive, like that equipment to do so is not expensive. Like you could do that in the blink of an eye. Are you fucking kidding me? Clarify the magician. Three of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Moon. Well, I will tell you this is coming in quickly, and I don't think you see it, which we're not supposed to, right? So a reading like this can only give you an idea of what's coming. But because you guys are a collective, there's many of you, it'll vary how it's going to show up. But the Ace of Cups has already shown up twice. This, I didn't want it to be romantic, but it could be. It could be that the work you've been putting in is in yourself. Because this is starting to feel a little romantic. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you've been manifesting this because you do have the Magician. So remember the reading I put out some time ago that said what you want wants you. What you're asking for is also asking for you. So you and whoever's coming towards you may have been manifesting each other. Hopefully you've been raising your standards, which I would say the Queen of Pentacles is for sure. So Page of Cups, this is going to come in as, it's going to start off soft, but look at this. This is, not only do we have runes, magical runes all around here, they're all lit up like they're charged with energy, but we also have the cup overflowing with water. So it will start off softly, and then it's going to grow. And we do have 2 cups here, but we have 3 of Cups here. So this could go 2 different ways. Either one, this could be a friend. The 3 of Cups could definitely be a friend. I feel like that's for half of you. For about half of you, this is a friend that's had a crush on you for some time, but maybe they didn't have the right circumstances, because we do have the 5 of Cups. They kept feeling like maybe they kept missing the mark. They may be the ones that's about to get an opportunity, and they're not going to let that pass. For another half of you, this is just somebody you may meet in a social setting, especially with the holidays coming up. You may meet them at, well, it doesn't even have to be a social setting, but anywhere where there's people, right? And that can mean anything. That can be maybe you're a gamer, you're online, and there's a group of people playing together. Maybe that's where you meet them. Maybe you go to a Christmas party or a New Year's Eve party or a Thanksgiving get together, and that's where you meet them. Maybe you have a friend's birthday coming up, and that's, it's where a group of people is. That's where you will meet them. Now, the 5 of Cups for that could indicate that you and this person have been, through your, that's most humanity. You've been through your own shit, but you've also moved past it. And both of you are getting to a space where you're ready to open up. Maybe this person has been single for a really long time. They're shown with a lot of snow, ice, a little bit of a fearsome energy. They're very clear, very clear. In fact, this is an elf. So I feel like this may be somebody who stands out. They're not your run-of-the-mill person. There will be something unique about them. But I feel like with Temperance here, this is beautiful. I love Temperance because it indicates that you and this person are very different. I mean, Swords and Pentacles are very different, but somehow when you get to talking, you start getting to know each other, you're going to be like, oh, we're total opposites, but it's like you complement each other. For example, I'm going to use the example of my baby brother, who is no longer with us, but he and I were very different people, and yet we could almost read each other's mind, even because we knew each other so well, right? The things that, even down to the little things, like I've never liked guacamole, avocado, anything like that. And he was always the one sitting next to me at restaurants because I would transfer it onto his plate. And then there was things he didn't like that he would transfer onto mine. I believe olives is something he didn't like. So, things like that. It'll be down to the little things and up to the bigger things, where you and this person are opposites, and yet there's some sort of really harmonious synergy between you two, which is lovely. Beautiful. Clarify Ace of Cups. Let's see. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. If this is not romantic, then even in business or whatever this is, it will have that same level of harmony, which is still great. Clarify Ace of Cups. Like, you know, you could be married sitting here thinking like, well, I don't need another love interest. Two of Pentacles. And if so, obviously take it with a grain of salt. You know that it does not apply romantically. Five of Pentacles. Clarify Ace of Cups. Ten of Wands. And okay, you know what? It could be. For some of you, it is business. This is great though. Six of Wands. Okay. Let's say if this is a business partner and you meet them at some sort of little get together or some place where there's a lot of people. It could even be the store. It could be online, like your page, because, you know, social platforms are called social media platforms because they're social. People get together there. But with the Six of Wands, this is if it is business or it doesn't really matter whether it's relationship, business, job offer, whatever. It's going to somehow make you feel like you've been singled out for some great honor. Now, I love this Two of Swords because her eyes are wide open. The swords are behind her, not in front of her. But we still have the moon. So it's almost like you can sense that there's some things you haven't been told, but you're not dumb. You trust yourself now. You've gotten to a place where you're very, very sure of yourself. You trust your intuition. You know that you won't be fooled. So you're not sitting here paranoid and scared and worried. You're ready to work together with whoever this person is coming in. Now, Two of Pentacles. This is great because, again, it indicates that your values align. This is why there's harmony. Even if you two are very different people, your values align. What you're trying to do, that's why it feels like a blessing, because both of you want the same things. Both of you want the same outcome. With the Five of Pentacles, I don't see this as being low financially because, again, we have the Nine Pentacles here. I feel like both of you have kind of been alone. Now, if it's romantic, it just means both of you have been single for a long time. If it's business, maybe this is an entrepreneur and they've just basically done everything by themselves. If this is a company, that position has been open for a long time. Whatever it is, there's been a lack of something for a long time. But it's also, I love the fact that she's sitting here smiling in the rain because there's no desperation here. It's just an acknowledgement. Again, it makes the 7. The 5 and the 2 makes a 7. It's just an acknowledgement that it's been available for a while, for a long time. And it only now, when you come along, now it's coming into reality. 10 of Wands, which will kind of confirm that it was meant for you, whatever this is. There will be some navigating that will be difficult, but it's the 10 of Wands, so there will be times, and we had that warning with the Storm Angel, right, and the Fairy of the Highlands. There will be a little bit of difficulty on some level. We're not really sure what that is, because again, that's more custom to each situation. But there will be times where you might feel like you're about to slip and fall, or it's not clear enough, or you're worried. Remember, trust yourself. You've been putting in the work. If you're somebody who sits here and overthinks and gets really paranoid, this is not your reading. Because we don't have the 9 of Swords here. The 8 of Swords has already been worked through. This is not the reading for somebody who does not trust themselves. Clarify 7 of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay. We've got the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and 8 of Swords. See? The Page of Wands, yeah. This is definitely for somebody who's ready. This is somebody whose heart chakra has opened. They're ready for the next level. They're not sitting here and worry because they've healed. 4 of Swords, they've done the work within. Yes, they've been hurt. Yes, they've been disappointed, but they're not sitting here living with regrets and with all these burdens about the past. That's not what they're moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune, they're ready. Look, she's pregnant in this one. They're ready to move on to the next level. They have processed their past. It's not something that weighs them down anymore, which is, again, they are the pentacle, whether it's the queen or the knight. They are the pentacle because they are the ones bringing this long-term energy to whatever they give to. These are people who know value. They hold themselves in great value. So whatever they come to and add their energy to, they are bringing even more value to whatever it is. With the Two of Wands, again, you'll know if this is you because you're so ready for the next level that you've been preparing. So let's say that you felt like the next level was you moving either from one house to another, from one city to another, from one state to another, from one country to another, whatever it is. You've already gotten ready. You've gotten if it's to another country, you started getting your passport. If it's moving at all, you started getting rid of things that you don't need, making things ready to pack if you're ready to go. Not that you're packing, well, unless you're ready to go. If it's about getting another job, you've been spicing up spicing up sounds like you're doctoring it. Readying your resume. You've been, clearing out your desk, taking things home, getting ready. You've been making the preparations for the next level. And again, the Eight of Swords, look at the difference. This Eight of Swords has somebody wrapped up, unable to move, stuck. This Eight of Swords shows someone with wings, with the eyes of an owl, and the swords are not a cage. There's flowers blossoming because this is freeing yourself from this. So again, this is not somebody who's coming from a place of insecurities and worry about not being good enough. This is somebody who knows their fucking worth. They're not worried about. That's why they're ready to fight for what they want, because they're not coming from this place of, imposter syndrome, or I don't know if I'm good enough, or I don't know if I'm ready enough. They know. They know that they're ready. That's why it's Seven of Pentacles, because they've been investing in themselves. So if you resonate with that, then this could be a reading. Clarify Ace of Wands. That means that you don't approach things with fear. You approach them with caution, but not fear. It's different. Clarify Ace of Wands. Four of Cups. This is someone who's in the energy of, like, Eight of Cups. Someone who's in the energy of, what's it called? As cautious as a snake, but as innocent as a dove, right? It's not coming from a place of paranoia or fear, but it is coming from a place of, just because you're not full of fear doesn't mean you're going to be reckless. King of Cups. With the Six of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So if it's a Knight of Pentacles, both people are coming from similar energies, but again, from opposite. It's opposite at the same time. So the Queen is the one that has freed herself from the Eight of Swords. She has done the healing work. She's been investing in herself, in her healing. So with the Ace of Cups, her heart is open. The Knight has also been investing in themselves, but in a different way. I think that this may have been somebody who had to learn to be a Knight of Pentacles. Maybe before they were a Knight of Swords or a Knight of Wands. They've had to learn patience. They've had to learn that not everything that glitters is gold. They've had to learn how to get their emotions under complete control. And maybe it's because with the Knight of Pentacles, they had to invest in themselves. So they're coming from a place of being very financially solid. But they did have to walk away. Eight of Cups. They did have to walk away from certain connections that they thought would last forever. And this is not just love. Like if this is a business arrangement, this could be somebody who used to work with their best friend and they realized their best friend was not the most reliable business partner. And that dissolved the friendship having to be honest about that. Or family. You know, it's like they had to walk away from people that they thought they would never have to do that with. But the 4 and the 6 of Cups is the 10 of Cups. They had to wake up from that dream of, oh, we're just going to hold hands and, you know, sing Kumbaya. And they realized that's not going to work, which is what's put them in this Knight of Pentacles energy, because they've grown wiser. So they have complete control over their emotions in the sense that a King of Cups is not going to go around falling in love with everyone. They will not, because they are completely sure that love is a choice. It doesn't matter what type of love it is. It's a choice. You could have an employee that you know is good at their job, but depending on what their character is like, this king may decide, I don't want to give that person the impression that I love them like family. And so there's distance there. Although they're kind, they're warm-hearted, they know how to not cross boundaries. They know what category everybody fits into. So this is not somebody who's going to say, oh, everybody is my brother, everybody's my sister. No. This is somebody who no, that's an acquaintance. No, this is a coworker. Yeah, that's a classmate. This is an old friend. This one is somebody I love like family. They know what category people go into. So with the Ace of Wands, meeting this queen has given them, they've taken their time. 4 of Cups makes me think that they've thought about it, but they feel not only a deep connection to her, but they feel like it's safe to care about her. It's safe for them. 8 of Cups and the King is the 9 of Cups. And remember, the 4 of Cups and the King is the 5. So they've been through their own disappointments. But the 9 indicates that this is a wish come true. They have been searching for some time, because this could just be a friend, right, that you're coming across. For some of you, that's all it is, just a friendship. But this is still somebody who feels it's safe for me to care about this person. Not that they're perfect, because they're not a Knight of Cups. They're not putting on a pedestal like, oh, this person can do no wrong. They're looking at you like they can see your integrity. They can see that you are somebody who, even if you do fail, you will acknowledge your failure and work on it, because that's just the type of person you are. That's why they think you're safe. Clarify the Fool card. Let's see. Hanged Man. Clarify the Fool. Queen of Swords. Oh, that's why. Very good. Very, very good. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So like I said, this person has taken their time to observe. Whether, if you're a masculine, and I'm not saying this is you have a dick, because you could have a woman that has a lot of masculine energy. And if you're the Knight, this could be a masculine who has Queen of Pentacles energy, right? It doesn't matter which, we're not talking about genders. But whoever is in the masculine role has been observing the feminine. They've been waiting. They've kind of blended in. You see how he's blending in with the tree? Which means that they've been around you. You just didn't know. But remember that this person showed up with the King of Swords? So right now, you've shown them that you have the same level of logic that they do. You have the same level of understanding and comprehension that they do. And they trust it. They can tell that not only do you have more common sense and more of a nurturing energy than they do, but you have the same level of intelligence. And it's a compatibility thing. So with Emperor, this could be a business situation. An Emperor is usually someone who is self-made. This could be an entrepreneur, or that's usually what I would see as King of Pentacles is someone who's in a leadership mode in a business, whereas Emperor is somebody who's self-made, which is why they're an Emperor. They've gone through all of the different steps. So if they are an Emperor, that means that they're only showing King of Pentacles energy with you, which means that they're being cautious. They are moving forward, because we're clarifying the Fool, we're clarifying the Magician, all these aces, but they're moving forward cautiously. So 6 of Pentacles, if this is a job offer, they're going to come forward with an offer. They're going to make clear their intentions to hire you or to bring you into their company, whatever it is. Clarify Queen of Pentacles. So they are moving forward. They're just not rushing in and being all, you know, ooh, wow, that is a lot of cards. Well, we're gonna leave them out then. Overall energy is strength. See, oh yeah, they can tell that this feminine has strength, strong like a bull. Ace of Wands again, Justice card, High Priestess, Six of Swords. Okay, so for now, because I'm still not sure if this is romantic or not, I'm going to say that the feminine is in a magnetic energy. Let's just put it that way. There's attraction, but attraction does not necessarily mean sexual, right? Because we can feel attraction to somebody that we're not sexually attracted to, but we're attracted to their energy in some way. So the Queen of Pentacles is attractive, energy-wise at least, to this masculine. Again, some sort of contract. There is an agreement. So if this is a romantic connection, this is a karmic agreement between you two. Doesn't have to be negative, right? Don't start going down that route. Only through their actions will you know if it's negative or not. But if it's a business contract, then again, they're making a move. They're making an offer. With the High Priestess, you do sense this coming, though. You do sense it. You might not know from what direction it's coming. You might not know who it is or what type of offer, but you can sense it coming. Now, with the Six of Swords, you're also ready. You're trusting yourself to know which offer is the right one for you, which offer shows that you're being valued. So, yeah, this is great because you're holding back. You're not in this, like, oh, desperate, where is it? Where is it? No, you're just holding your ground, letting it come to you. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. We have Seven of Pentacles again. Death card and Ten of Cups. See, I told you, wish come true. Regardless of what this is, this queen to this knight is the perfect person for what they have in mind, whatever that is. Oh, wow. Okay. They definitely think this is the perfect person. But again, they've made mistakes before for possibly trusting too much or being in this kumbaya energy. So they're going to invest slowly. But look, Seven of Pentacles is the cutest Seven of Pentacles ever. Because it's like they can tell you have restored hope in this person. They're not going to rush. They're going to move forward cautiously, but you've awakened the inner curiosity, the inner child. They can feel the depth of change that's going to come with the Queen of Pentacles being in their life. And that makes them very happy. So again, this is not somebody who's rushing in and being impulsive and reckless. This is somebody who has made a decision and they will come forward, but remember this, it's not going to come easy, okay? Maybe this position is wanted by other people. Whatever it is you've been creating is going to have competition. Or maybe because you and this person are very different, there will be some friction. But you're ready for this. Trust yourself, okay? So that's what I got for you guys. I look forward to feedback as usual, and I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.